So as you can see, just oh, wait a minute.
Ooh, sorry about that. Hey all my fellow cripples and able-bodied riders, I'm Gimpy Rob and this is the Gimpy Garage. Today I'm going to be talking about motovlogging helmet setup, so stick around. This has nothing to do with the helmet. I really wanted this. This is a head strap with a quick clip. Now, I've never seen this before. I'm dying to use it. I guarantee you though, just at first sight, this revolutionized the point of view porno industry. There is no way in the world they're not utilizing this. And if they're not, they really should. But anyway, I'm going to use this for a lot of additions I'm going to make to the Can Am. Just so you can get an idea of what I'm seeing. And when I screw up, you'll see firsthand how I screwed up. I got myself a smart remote because I don't want to be fumbling and trying to, touch my helmet, marking up my visor and all that, trying to shut the camera on and off. So I got myself a remote for the handlebar, or I'm going to mount it somewhere on the body of the bike. Now this is a little, I got to call BS on this one because GoPro charges a lot of money for their cameras. You guys know that. They're also charging an additional $50 for this adapter. So if you want to go with the on-camera microphone, which is, I guess, decent quality, I come from the world of production. We always went with secondary auto out of the camera. You never went with in-camera audio. The cameras we used didn't have audio because they were top quality professional cameras. They didn't mess with audio. They just went, we're gonna do the image. You guys handle audio. But seriously, $50 for this? That's kind of crappy, but you know what? I paid for it, and probably a lot of other people paid for it. I went with the Hero 5 Black because it was a choice between the Hero 5 and the Hero 6. And I really liked the image quality that I saw on YouTube videos of the Hero 6, but I just read a lot of complaints and a lot of people talking about how glitchy they are. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but for my money, I went with the Hero 5 because it's tried, it's tested, it's true. I'm going to wait a little while and then maybe pick up a Hero 6 once they work the bugs out. Being an Apple customer for so long, I realize you never, ever buy first gen anything. All right, so here I got myself a rechargeable battery and I got the dual battery brick. That came with a battery. This has a battery, and I know the Hero 5 comes with a battery, so that's 3 batteries I have now. I guarantee you inside of 6 months, I'm going to have no batteries because I'm not going to be able to find them. Because, and you guys know, you've seen them. Yeah, they make it look big in the picture. That sucker's tiny. So anyway, I got myself a giant Squid Audiolab Omnidirectional microphone. That came highly recommended from a guy on YouTube called Blockhead. Check him out. It's called Blockhead, all one word. I really like his videos and his motovlogs, and I really like the sound quality he was getting out of his videos, so I definitely took his recommendation when it comes to a microphone. Then I also went with a 32 gigabyte and a 64 gigabyte micro SD card. Now all this stuff, I'm not a rich man. All this stuff is really cool. This was all donated by a couple of different people. Now, I really wanted to give their names, but they would have nothing of it. They don't want any credit. They don't want anyone to know. I get it. I mean, maybe the money's from, a bank heist and they're trying to, launder it or whatever, and they feel guilty, so they're giving it to a charity. But I really thank you guys so much. I can't mention your names because you asked me not to, but I really want to thank you so much because this is really going to elevate the stuff that we do here at the Gimpy Garage, and I really appreciate it. I really do. See, sometimes being handicapped has its advantages. People feel bad and they give you stuff. And then last but not least is a sleep mask. Yeah, I wear a sleep mask because, see, I have multiple sclerosis and sometimes my eye is open when I'm sleeping. So I wake up with a horribly dry eye. It feels like someone stabbed me with a piece of wood. It's all red and irritated, so I've taken to wear a sleep mask as a grown man. Yeah. Well, if you laughed, I hope you feel bad for yourself. Now you can laugh because I told you about it. But honestly, if you laughed, you really have to find out what kind of character of a person you are. Nah, I'm just kidding. Anyway, let me get this stuff all unboxed, except for the sleep mask. That's for later. And we're going to get that on the helmet. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, seriously. All of that packaging you saw breaks down to this. Look at the size of the battery. This is the size of the battery. This is the size of the box the battery came in. I mean, what happened to this save the planet crap? I mean, we recycle our plastic bottles, our newspapers, but no, GoPro doesn't seem to really give a shit. But yeah, so this is what you wind up with. So I already lost one of the batteries, but I located it. Thankfully, I had Kelly with me. Otherwise, I would be tearing the house apart right now. But anyway, now let's get all this crap on a beautiful, showy helmet. All right, so I mentioned I was a jackass. I don't know how to get this SanDisk thing out, so I cut it with plastic, and I'm trying to break it, which is definitely what you want to do with something as delicate as an SD card. Oh, there's plastic on the back. Hang on. Whoops. Oh, where'd he go? Never mind, I got it. Alright, so I know I'm jumping ahead, but hey, you guys want to see what it looks like. This is what it looks like when it's done. There's the side mount, there's the GoPro camera, and there's the microphone mount. This is the mount here for my SMH10 intercom, but I never really ride with anyone, so I know. Poor me. I don't have anyone to talk to. But hey, that's why I'm going to motovlog, because I could talk to you guys now. But anyway, we're going to backtrack. If you really want a good instructional video on how to put this stuff together, check the description for a link. Blockhead has an awesome video on him putting this together on the helmet. So let's backtrack down. I'm going to show you a couple things I did. Alright, first things first, let's start with the mount. I got a little bit of a side mount here with a 3M adhesive. Now this stuff, this reminds me of the Crazy Glue commercial with the guy hanging from the rafter by his helmet. So this really sticks, but the problem with showy helmets and a lot of helmets, they have a ridge in the front. They're not flat. So you can't put an adhesive here and just have it hold the camera. That would be the easy way out, but if your life is anything like mine, easy is not the way that things happen. So I'm going to have a link to all these things in the description on what exactly I bought. Links to Amazon. Now, I don't make any money off this. It's not like I have an Amazon store and I'm pushing you guys to it. This is just done out of the goodness of my heart. No, seriously, I love this stuff. So I wanted to start motovlogging. I love anything about trikes and motorcycles. I wanted to make this more part of my life. So anyway, if I can help out and give you guys direction on what to do and where to get stuff, I'm going to do it. And honestly, I'm not making a dime. If anything, this shit's costing me money. But anyway, so this is a side mount. So normally the side mount would mount here, and you've seen videos where the camera is mounted on the side of the helmet like that, and you can see as they're going down the road, the point of view is a little bit skewed. That's not what I like. I like dead on, straight ahead. I want to see the fairing. I want to see the road ahead of you. I want to feel like I'm riding the motorcycle. You're riding it, but I want to feel like I'm there holding the handlebars going down the road. So this is the way I came up with. Again, links in the description from people that I learned from. It really helped me out when I was doing this. So I got the side mount, and it connects right to the side of the helmet. You want to make sure you clean it with an alcohol pad. Make sure you get any kind of decals or any kind of dirt or grime off it so the adhesive can really stick. Let it dry, and then it sticks. So the side mount came with this kind of curved adhesive plate, and it came with two little connectors, and then this right here, this 90-degree turn right here, that's from a top mount camera. Now top mount cameras put the camera right up here for bicycles and you know, mountain biking and stuff like that. Again, not my thing. I like being dead ahead. So this consists of a side mount and one of those top mounts. Now here, these two connectors here, I bought an extra like GoPro grab bag. You're going to find that once you own GoPro, you're going to wind up with a lot of spare parts. So the two little connectors that came with the side mount only brought this little 90-degree turn up only to like right about here. It wasn't quite center. I could angle the camera. I really wasn't happy with it. But you know what? If you're going to do something, do it right. Make yourself happy. So I got two extenders or two connectors, and that brings this 90-degree upturn from the top mounting kit right up. So you can see now, and I'm totally going to mess this up because of the angle. Once I get it in there, the camera sits dead center. So I'm going down the road and it's sitting dead center. So the next thing is I love this. This is my favorite part, and I'm saying it jokingly. This is the 3.5 millimeter audio connector. Now I don't understand, if you have microphones, this is all it is. This little connector. If you have a 3.5 millimeter microphone,
why the hell do you need a box this big? I mean, seriously, is there a nuclear reactor in there? Can I take the plate off and hide drugs in there and smuggle them across the border? I mean, I don't understand why it has to be this big. But anyway, it is what it is. So I got this idea from Blockhead, adhesing it on the side with industrial strength Velcro. Now I use Velcro because I'm gonna eventually want to take this off if I'm, get like a gobo arm or anything like that, a gimbal rather, for other shooting. But I didn't want this to be permanently on the side of my helmet. So the one thing though is that this is made of like a silicone type housing, so nothing really sticks to it. So the felt part of the Velcro, once you stick it on there and then you press it against the hook part, you go to pull it off, the felt sticks to the hooks and you come off with the piece and nothing's on there. So I took these tie wraps and I put 2 of them around here just to hold the felt part of the Velcro on there so it wouldn't come ripping off. Now, it looks kind of floppy, but I'm pulling on it pretty hard and it's not coming off. So yeah, it moves around a little bit, but this is solidly secured to the helmet. I would use 3M double-sided tape, but again, I want to be able to take this thing off and I want to use it in another application. So that's it. Now here, another tip is when you're hooking up the 3.5 millimeter adapter, you want to make sure that you have the angle right, because this is going to be moving back and forth as you're checking out footage, as you're adjusting it. You don't want to have this tight to where it pulls against this main housing or stops movement of the camera. See, I have a full range of motion with this camera. Now, a good tip is where the 3.5 millimeter jack of your microphone goes in, make sure that's up. So you want to make sure that's at the top, and that'll give you this nice curve to the wire, and you could go ahead and do whatever. Now, last tip, these are the GoPro thumb screws. Now, these are awesome for the camera here. Let's see if I can get it in them at an odd angle. Holy crap, I did it. Anyway, gonna have to buy another lottery ticket. Something's working out for me. So I use that to kind of, tighten it down. Now, if you notice, I don't know if you could see it, these bolts here, these are where the GoPro bolts would have gone. If you use the GoPro bolts, you're gonna wind up with something like this in your face the entire time. It's going to look like a tree. It got stuck to your head as you're going down the road. So these are 80 by 20 millimeter hex head bolts. Again, there's going to be a link in the description on where to get them. Put them in, get your Allen key out, nice and snug, really, really holds tight, and it doesn't obstruct any of your view, and it doesn't look annoying as you're going down the road. So that's my new GoPro vlogging setup. And again, I'm really, really looking forward to trying this. Oh, one more thing before I forget. I finally found a reliable, well, let me turn it this way so you can see the name, a reliable helmet clasp. Because honestly, with all the numbness and everything, there is no way in the world that I can do the D-rings anymore. I mean, seriously, like, it takes me about 10 minutes to put my helmet on. And honestly, sometimes I get so frustrated, I don't want to even ride after that. I get so pissed off. I'm not an easily angered person, but some things really, really get into me, and it's hard for me to let them go. But anyway, a lot of people say, oh, don't use clasps. The helmet's going to come flying off. Yeah. And what's with that? Every time you see a motorcycle accident, someone's shoes are like 50 yards away. Seriously, guys, tie your shoes or wear boots. You got to protect yourself out there. But anyway, this is by Ryde Wear, and Spyder lovers are going to love this, R-Y-D-E Wear. And there's going to be a link in the description to a gentleman who did a full tutorial on how to do this. This took me about the better part of an hour because my fingers are numb, getting the cloth through the loop and all that, making sure it's tight, making sure it's fitted right. I don't have the patience to do that on camera, and honestly, I don't want to curse a lot. I would be cursing left and right if I did that. So honestly, here you could hear the clip. You could hear that click. It's really, really secure. It's not going to go anywhere. And then you just press to release. All right, again, so my hands could be numb. I can't feel a thing. Get this in there. Boom, I'm going down the road. So this is by Ryde Wear. Highly, highly recommended. Check the description for a link to a video putting it together. This is one, aside from the whole GoPro setup, that little clip on the helmet, I'm really, really excited about to go out and try, because again, you know, I ride in a group sometimes, and it seems like everyone's waiting for me to tie my helmet up. And now I understand everyone's kind of patient, everyone knows, and everyone's really cool and all that, but you still don't want to be that guy. Oh, and one more thing. So when you're doing your helmet, the one thing you want to make sure is you have enough clearance between your GoPro camera and your visor. So a lot of times if you have your visor up and you adjust your camera, then when you go to put your visor down, you're hitting the camera, can't shut the visor, you're going down the road at, let's say, 60 miles an hour. You're not going to be in a position to really fiddle with anything. So what I always did, or am doing now, is I adjust that GoPro probably about a good, I tighten it down, probably about a good, maybe about 3 millimeters away from the shield. So when I bring the shield down, it's not hitting the camera. Then when I bring the shield up, take two, when I bring the shield up, it's not hitting the camera. So anyway, this is my GoPro setup on my Shoei 1200. I don't know, I took a look outside and it's
Yep, the way it's looking, I'm not going to be trying that helmet out anytime soon. You know, Mother Nature reminds me of a girl I dated. She could always ruin a good thing. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Nah, if I was kidding I would have mentioned names. I'm not kidding. She was a terror. Anyway, see you guys next time.